Hi. Hi, can you see me?
Radhika?
Hi.
Yeah, I can see you.
You can see
Everybody's
me.
been so excited. Yes, we can see you, Radhika. How are you
Hi,
today?
okay. I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. So let's start. Let me just introduce myself to you. I'm Akhila Maheshwari, the founder trustee of Nodal Association for Mental Illness India. And thanks for joining us in this Tech Fest Hope initiative. We work in the area of mental health all over India, and our website is www.nomiindia.in. And we bridge the resources for the persons who need help. And viewers, let me tell you that the person we are in conversation with today is a complete package of talent and beauty. After doing some great work on television, she won wide acclaim as a girl chasing her dreams in none other than Angrezi medium. Let us welcome the talented Radhika Madan. Further,
Thank you so much. Thank
wonderful,
you.
wonderful. I would like to talk about Hope. It is a mental health initiative of IIT Tech Fest to take mental health out of the closet and break the silence and stigma around it. Hope stands for Healing Occurs with Positivity and Expression, an extensive campaign around mental health awareness in association with NAMI India and many other NGOs. This campaign is to go to the youth in schools and colleges and talk to them through interactive online workshops. Radhika ma'am, what are your views on this initiative?
I think it's such a beautiful initiative. First of all, to address this issue because it is an issue which is not visible through the naked eye. Like you can't be like कि अच्छा इसको थोड़ा फ्लेम है तो कोल्ड है इसको ना कोल्ड होगा चल डॉक्टर के पास चले जाए. It's a thing which is so sensitive and uh, it's a person can be happy and can be suffering from depression. So it's something which is very internal and it's very important to address this issue. And kudos to you guys that you guys are taking this initiative and going from schools and schools to colleges and just helping people out.
Thanks. I would like to ask you, due to the COVID situation particularly, young people
Correct.
have been stuck indoors. Their routines have been broken. Many young people have lost opportunities, especially those going for higher studies. People have lost their gig jobs. Exams like JEE and NEET were postponed due to causing stress. And, I wanted to know that how do you think this pandemic has affected the mental health of people?
I think mental health is something जहाँ पर आप खुद से काफी भागते हैं. अगर आपको हो भी रहा होता है तो अगर फ्रेंड से बात भी कर रहे होते हैं तो इट्स लाइक कि अरे कुछ नहीं है यार मूड ऑफ है चल आजा वीकेंड पे पार्टी करते हैं मूड ठीक हो जाएगा. या we just make ourselves busy throughout the day, काम में इन्वॉल्व कर लेते हैं, we bury ourselves in our work and we don't face it. But इस पैंडेमिक में क्या हुआ है, we don't have an escape. We're stuck at home. We've come face to face with our issues. And it has affected a lot of people because it's like because आपका जो issues होते हैं वो magnify हो जाते हैं because there's no escape. So I've seen two things happening. I've spoken to my friends and everybody. So one thing is that where the issues are magnified and they're not able to deal with it. It's too much for them. And the other thing is that people have taken actually initiative to work on their issues. Because they don't have any way to run away. So what they have done is they've asked themselves that why is it happening to me? What has happened in the past that is affecting me so much? And they've actually gone out for help. Like they've gone out to their family and they're like, okay, I'm facing this issue. Will you be able to help me out? So, both things have happened in this pandemic. And I really hope that, the latter situation happens more. And people are helped with this issue.
Now to just ask you a personal question.
Yeah.
Do you ever feel that you've been affected by feelings of, say, edginess, anxiety, or nerves? Have you ever experienced that?
Of course I have. I think it's all about how you deal with it. And we are in this era where, or we are in this times where it is pretty normal because we are exposed to social media. Things affect us too much. So what I personally do is, if it works for you guys, great. If it doesn't, chuck it. What I do is I just take out a notebook and I just keep writing, why is this happening? Like if I'm facing, say, irritation, or I'm feeling humiliated. So I just write down, okay, why am I feeling humiliated? Okay, this person did that. Okay, is it stemming from somewhere? So I think how I prep for the character, I write down things and everything. I think I've written down a lot of things for Radhika as well as a character. So I know, okay, ये इसके past में हुआ है, तो ये इसको trigger करता है. So I go back to my character Radhika and I see, okay, maybe this is the reason. So I channelize it into a notebook and figure out the psyche of my own brain. And that is what helps me release, my tension. But it happened with my best friend too. Yeah, she was abroad, and it was something which was very personal because she's like my sister, and it happened at 2 a.m. and her time zone, and she just called me and she couldn't breathe and she was having a panic attack. So what I did was I was just constantly on the phone with her. I was like, okay, so I asked, first of all, I made her calm down. Then I asked her questions. Then I was like, okay, don't worry, I'm here. So it tends to happen. Then I made sure that I am on a phone call with her, but I also informed her family that these things are happening with her. So just make sure that you're there. And the next day she was called back. Her brother came there and he was like, okay, you come back for a few days. And then we suggested her that, okay, you can go and visit a therapist. So these are the things which are a taboo in our society. Therapist, depression. These are the words which are like, oh shit, ye kaise bol diya isne? So I think we need to normalize it a lot, and we need to just be there for the other person and help the other person out in how much ever capacity as we can.
Coming to, sound mental health. See, everybody goes to the gym. हमको body को maintain करना है. Physical health के लिए सब लोग सब कुछ करते हैं. हमको parlor जाना है, हमको gym जाना है, हमको jogging करना है. What do you think? Sound mental health के लिए भी कुछ करना चाहिए? Yeah, I mean, what do you think about that people should do? What do you think they should do? They feel depressed, anxious. How can they, maintain their mental balance, I would say?
First of all, speak about it. Don't make it a taboo. Don't be like, यार मैं अपनी टेंशन दूसरे पे क्यों दूं? वो परेशान हो जाएंगे, family परेशान हो जाएगी. You need to understand that there is no shame in asking for help. As simple as that. Let's just put it that way. It's okay if you're facing that way. First of all, seek help. If you feel that your parents are not available or your friends are not available, seek a professional help. You can go, up to you can just do a video call and just get an appointment with a therapist and get a session there. And it's very, the fee charge is very nominal. It's as nominal as अगर आप pizza मंगवा रहे हैं with fries. So it's that nominal, and it'll help you out. If you don't want to go to your family, if you feel that they won't understand you, if your friends won't understand you, go seek a therapist, or they can get in touch with your organization and ask for help, of course. So anything, I think it's very important to first of all address what is happening rather than running away from it.
Radhika, many young people are living alone in educational institutions, hostels, or in cities, and they lack the immediate support of their families. Correct. So many of them are working in towns, Pune, Mumbai, Delhi, Gurgaon, and then they're going to work and they're coming back to an empty house where they're just there. Correct. As a young person, how can you close that gap of loneliness? How can you? The gap of loneliness. Yeah. Because, they
Um,
are going and they are all alone. Their families are in the village or in some other place. I mean, you have that in your profession also. You are going to another place.
right.
So how do you, ensure that you are not feeling lonely?
I really understand this because I've been out of my house since I was 18, and I know
Wow.
what it feels to coming back to an empty house. It just gets onto you because you give your heart and soul to your work, and you just want to come back to somebody. But what I have learned in these years is that I have become very comfortable with myself. I know what I want. I know what makes me happy. I know what doesn't make me happy. And if I'm feeling low, I seek help. I talk to people. I'm not the kind of girl who will be like, I don't want to trouble this, I don't want to trouble that. It's fine. How I told you in the previous question, I think it's important to talk and not run away from it. Be
Uh,
connected, talk, and we मुझे पता है कि काफी breakups भी होते हैं, and how you deal with the breakup, that also gets onto you. Like coming back, and then you've broken up, and your family won't understand you, and your friend, you don't want to trouble your friends. So I know ये बहुत situations होती हैं, but you need to be. I just want to tell all these guys that you need to first of all understand who you are and what do you want. एंड उधर से आपके सारे रिलेशनशिप्स बनेंगे, एंड फिर आप बेटर डील कर सकते हैं. एग्जाम्पल अगर मैं ब्रेकअप का दे रही हूँ, then if I know कि okay, this is what I want, this is what triggers me, and this is what doesn't trigger me, this is what I want in a partner. तो जब ब्रेकअप होगा तो मुझे समझ में आएगा कि okay, why wasn't it good for me, या what is it trying to teach me. So my questions will be diverted from कि हाय मेरे साथ ऐसा क्यों हो गया, हाय मैं अकेली, हाय में, to okay, what is it trying to teach me, how can I learn from it, how can I do change something in my personality which makes me more selfless and makes me more giving, and helps me heal myself and others. These are the questions which they need to ask themselves. That is what I feel. And yeah, that is it. But I know what it's not as easy as I'm saying. It takes time. But I just want to say that please talk. Don't put it in yourself, and don't try to escape. Don't try to just immerse yourself with alcohol or drugs, or just running away from here and there. Just face it, and seek help.
Thanks. I actually agree with you on that. And what I tell many young people also is, if the other person doesn't think you're worth it in their life, then they are also not worth it in your life, right? When you think like that you are worth something, and if that person is not for you, there's always somebody else who's there for you. And that can, help you to come out of such a relationship breakup also. I would like,
And
yeah,
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 the like, adding to your worth thing, I think feeling like that also comes from an egoistic place. That if
right.
somebody's okay, I'm not worth for them, they're not worth it, and it comes from an egoistic place. So I would want people to just dig into themselves and see what is actually the truth, and not chase the egoistic and the I don't know how to say it, the superficial layer of their personality, and then communicate. Oh, there are plenty of fish in the sea. Oh, they're not worth it. I don't want them to get into that, because that is also delusion. That is also taking them away from the reality, which is pain. So I want them to feel it, and I want them to recognize where is
Bang
it
on.
stemming from. So yeah,
Bang
just
on.
I want to add on to your.
I have one more question on the professional dream, which all young people, how to deal with rejections. You apply for a job, you don't get it. It could be due to
Correct.
COVID. It's got nothing to do with your competence, and the
Correct.
despair.
Correct.
How can they be resilient and deal with rejections? I think as a person who would have in your career also dealt with this sometimes, you would be in a position to advise the youth who are on this Insta live on how they can manage this.
Of course. So I know how it feels. I know, like, you give your heart and soul to something and it doesn't work out. Of course, you face quite a lot of rejections. But what works for me personally is that I give my 200%, I give my heart and soul to something, and then I leave it to the fate. So I'm not the kind of girl who just relies on the fate, and I'm not the kind of girl who just relies on, oh, I just need to do this. I find a good balance. I'm like, okay, I need to give my 200%. मेरी तरफ से कोई कमी नहीं होनी चाहिए. लेकिन अगर कुछ नहीं होता एक्सटर्नल फैक्टर से, then कोई और पाथ होगा मेरे लिए. There might be some learning. मुझे शायद ये चीज फेस करनी पड़ेगी कुछ बड़ी चीज के लिए. So I always have this picture inside my head. I think I saw it on a WhatsApp forward where a little girl is there, and God or universe or whoever you believe in is in front of the girl, and the God has taken a little teddy bear from her hand, and she's begging the God to give it back to her because she loves that teddy, and her soul was in it, and she's begging, and the God is not giving back because God has like a human-sized teddy bear behind him for her, and she's just stuck onto this little teddy bear. So I always get that picture. I'm like, if this thing has not worked out for me, then there might be something bigger for me. But I needed to go through this experience in order to become a certain person जिसके लिए वो चीज बनी है, a bigger thing, जो बनी है. That is it. That is what I tell myself. So first of all, congratulate yourselves if things haven't worked out for you. They're preparing you for something way bigger, and just keep at it and keep giving your 200%.
That's a wonderful analogy. I like the teddy bear analogy. It's the first time I've heard of it. Amazing. And, you just shared an anecdote about a friend of yours. You were literally her 2 a.m. friend.
Correct.
Do you think that everybody should have a 2 a.m. friend, whom they can call up, and, that friend also knows, okay, I'm going to pick up this person's call no matter what. How does, having that 2 a.m. friend help? It can make all the difference. Between the positive, yeah.
It is something which is not in your hands. It is something which the other person gives it to you. You can't ask somebody, oh, you become my 2 a.m. friend now. You can't be like that. So I think I feel fortunate that I have, 2-3 friends which are like my family, and I can call them at whatever time I want. But that doesn't. I don't want people to be dependent on that 2 a.m. friend, because if they don't have that 2 a.m. friend, then that's gonna, make them think about things more. Oh, I'm alone, and maybe, I don't even have that 2 a.m. friend. I think it's very important to be comfortable with yourself and to trust. I trust in universe. So, I believe in universe, and universe is with me no matter if any other person is not. It's about me and the universe. So, and most of all, it's about just being comfortable in my own skin. And if you have it, great. If you don't have it, great. It's fine. You have yourself.
Wow. How, I also wanted to know that there is so much stigma around reaching a therapist and reaching a thing, but people feel it's okay to, go to a doctor for other stuff, it's perfectly all right. But if it is this, then there's a lot of stigma around it. And what do you think we can do to break this stigma?
Normalize it.
Yeah.
I think first of all, normalize it. If you have a cold, you tell your friend, no, I have a cold. नहीं आ सकती मैं यहाँ पे, मेरे को कोल्ड है, या मुझे खांसी हो रही है. And they're like, चल यार डॉक्टर के पास चले जा, ज्यादा हो गया है क्या, डॉक्टर के पास चले जा, मैं लेके चलती हूँ तेरे को. The way we have normalized cold, we need to normalize this. It's an illness. It's not a thing which is like, hi Toba, hi, isko to depression. No, it's like a normal illness. It's like cold. It's like cough. Okay, you have few issues which are not resolved, mental issues hai, then go see a therapist. It's fine. We need to normalize it. The more we normalize it, the more people will come and speak to us. And that is what we eventually want. We want people to speak. We don't want people to just keep things in themselves and, just magnify each and every problem of theirs.
Wonderful. Thank you, Radhika, for being here today in the launch of the Tech Fest initiative of mental health awareness of IIT Mumbai. I would also like to wish good luck to the team of TechFest for this initiative. Viewers, IIT TechFest will launch their website on the social initiatives at 6 p.m. today. But Radhika, do you have any last thoughts or comments which you would like to share with the audience and,
Sure.
motivate them so that they can normalize this and destigmatize the whole,
Yes.
the smoke screen, I would say, around mental health?
Of course, like whatever conversation I had, I think अगर कोई भी point को रख लेंगे, they will get benefited from that, or it'll help them in some way or the other. But I just want to say all the best to you guys. I just want to say all the best to all the viewers watching this fest, and hope you guys do amazing. And just want to give lots and lots of love to each and every one of you. Yeah.
Thank you, Radhika ma'am. It was wonderful talking to you. And
Thank you
I
so
hope
much.
we'll see more of you in reaching out. And a person like you who's a brand ambassador can be a brand ambassador to normalize mental health and, get more and more people to reach out for help and lead, normal, healthy lives. Thank you so much.
Thank you.